Good morning, students. So let's continue with the problem of arithmetic mean. A train runs 25 miles at a speed of 30 mph, another 50 miles at a speed of 40 mph. Then due to the repairs of the track, travels for 6 minutes at a speed of 10 mph and finally covers the remaining distance of 24 miles at speed of 24. What is the average speed in miles per hour? So first, what is the formula for time? So first thing, what is the formula for time? It is distance divided by speed. So what have they given? First sentence, they have said that it covers 25 miles at a speed of 30 mph. So time taken in covering 25 miles at a speed of 30 mph. So what will it be? Distance is 25. What is the speed? 30. So 25 divided by 30. How much do we get? It is 0.83, but we need to convert it into minutes. So 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So into 60, we get 50 minutes. Then next sentence, time taken in covering 50 miles at a speed of 40 mph. So it is 50 divided by 40. How much do we get? 75 minutes. Next sentence, they have already given us the time. Time is given to cover 10 mph. How much is it? 6 minutes. And last, they have given time taken for covering 24 miles at a speed of 24 mph. So it is 24 by 24, that is 60 minutes. So we know the speed, we know the time taken. So how can we find out the average speed? We need to find out the average speed, which is nothing but arithmetic mean. So what do we know? We know speed. Speed is nothing but x. Then we know time. Time will be your weight. Next we need to find w into x. So 30, 40, 10, 24, 50, 75, 6, 60. So w into x 1500, 3000, 600, 1440. So summation wx will be 6000 and summation w will be 191. So how do we find out the weighted mean? It is summation wx divided by summation w. 6000 divided by 191, that is 31.41. Therefore, average speed is equal to 31.41 mph. So this is the statement problem. When they give a statement problem, first we need to analyze the problem and then find the mean. Clear? Next, let's go on to illustration 6. If the average salary of the firm is 400 and the number of workers is 60, find the total salary. So they have given us x bar 400. They have given us number of workers 60. We need to find out total salary. So x bar is equal to summation x by n. 400 is equal to summation x divided by 60. Summation x will be 400 into 60, that is 24,000. Next line. Therefore, total salary is rupees 24,000. Clear? Next, let's go on to illustration 7. The mean of 5 observation is 7 Later on, it was found that two observation 4 and 8 were wrongly taken instead of 5 and 9. Find the corrected mean. So they have given us n 5. They have given us x bar 7. We need to find out summation x, that is wrong summation x. What is the formula? X bar is equal to summation x by n. X bar is 7 is equal to summation x divided by 5. So summation x, wrong value will be how much? 7 into 5, that is 35. After we have found out summation x wrong value, next we need to find out correct summation x. What is the formula? Summation x wrong value plus correct value minus incorrect value. So what is summation x wrong value? We found out 35. They have said that there were two corrected value, 5 plus 9, which was wrongly taken as 4 and 8. So it is 35 plus 5 plus 9 minus 4 minus 8. How much do we get? 7.4. Therefore, corrected x bar is 7.4. Clear? Next, let's go on to illustration 8. The mean monthly salary paid to all employees in a certain company was 600. The mean monthly salary paid to male and female employees were 620 and 520. So they have given us x bar 1 and 2, that is 600. They have given us x bar 1, which is male, 620. X bar 2, females, 520. Find the percentage of male to female employees in the company. So this is combined mean. What is the formula for combined mean? Combined mean is equal to x bar 1 n1 plus x bar 2 n2 divided by n1 plus n2. Have they given us n1 and n2? No. Do we know x bar 1, 2? Yes. How much is it? 600. X bar 1 is 620. X bar 1 is 620 n1. X bar 2 is 520 n2 divided by n1 plus n2. Cross multiply. 600 n1 plus n2 is equal to 620 n1 plus 520 n2. So 600 n1 plus 600 n2 is equal to 620 n1 plus 520 n2. Bring n1 on one side, n2 on one side. So 620 n1 minus 600 n1 is equal to 600 n2 minus 520 n2. So 20 n1 will be equal to 80 n2. So n1 divided by n2 is equal to 80 divided by 20. So n1 divided by n2 is equal to 4 by 1. So male employees, how much will it be? 4 into 100 divided by 5, that is 80%. Female employees will be 1 divided by 5 into 100, which is 20%. So how did I get this part? From this n1 I divided the n2, and from this 80 I divided 20. So I got n1 is to n2 is equal to 4 is to 1. I took the ratios. And how did I get male employees? 4 divided by 4 plus 1. 5 into 100. Female employees will be 1 divided by 5 into 100. That is 20%. Apart from this, you can use one more way to work out the problem. That is, let the male employees be X. Female employees will be how much? They have asked us to take in percentage. So 100 minus X. So x bar 1 2 is equal to x bar 1 n1 plus x bar 2 n2 divided by n1 plus n2. So 600 is equal to 620. Instead of n1 I'll be writing x plus 520 100 minus x divided by x plus 100 minus x. Instead of n1 is male, I took it as x, n2 is female, I took it 100 minus x. So it is 600 is equal to 620x plus 52,000 minus 520x divided by x plus 100 minus x. Plus and minus will be cancelled. So 600 into 100 is equal to 620 minus 520 is 100x plus 52,000. So 60,000 is equal to 100x plus 52,000. So 60,000 minus 52,000 is equal to 100x. So 8,000 is equal to 100x. X will be 8,000 divided by 100, which is 80%. So we got the male employees 80%. What will be female? 100 minus x. So 100 minus 80, that is 20%. So there are two ways you can solve the problem. Either by taking male as x and female 100 minus x, or by normally substituting and getting the answer. Clear? Next, let's go on to illustration 9. Find the missing information in the following table. So they have given us A, B, C and combined mean, and they have given us combined mean as well. So how can we find out the value of C? The value of C is very easy to find out. It is A plus B plus C is equal to N. So write down N is equal to A plus B plus C. So total number of N we know 24. A is 10, B is 8, C is unknown. So 24 is equal to 18 plus C. C will be 24 minus 18, that is 6. So we found out C. How much will we get? 6. Next we need to find out mean. What is the formula of x bar? We have 3 digits here. So 1, 2, 3 is equal to x bar 1 n1, x bar 2 n2, x bar 3 n3 divided by n1 plus n2 plus n3. So what is the combined mean? 15. What is x bar 1? 20. What is n1? 10. X bar 2 we don't know. n2 is how much? 8. So 20 into 10, we don't know x bar 2 into 8. X bar 3 is 6 into 6. 6 into 6. And what is n1 plus n2 plus n3? 10 plus 8 plus 6. Or you can directly write 24 as well. So 15 is equal to 200 plus 8 x bar 2 plus 36 divided by 24. So 15 into 24 is equal to 236 plus 8 x bar 2. 360 is equal to 236 plus 8 x bar 2. 360 minus 236 is equal to 8 x bar 2. 124 is equal to 8 x bar 2. X bar 2 is equal to 124 by 8, that is 15.5. So write down. Therefore, missing number C is 6. Missing mean, that is in bracket B, is 15.5. Next, let's go on to illustration 10. In a class of 50 students, 10 have failed and the average marks is 2.5. The total marks secured by the entire class was 281. Find the average marks those who passed. So they have given us N. How much is N? 50. 10 have failed and the average marks is 2.5. So they have given us X bar 2.5. The total marks secured by the entire class is 281. So write down first. Marks of 10 students failed. How can we find out? 2.5 is the mean. We don't know summation x. How many students? 10. So 2.5 into 10, 25 marks. So 10 students who failed, their marks is 25. Next, what have they given? Total marks secured by the class. We know the total marks, that is 281. But in the question, what have they asked us? Find the average marks of those who have passed. We want to know only the marks of students who have passed. Then we have total marks of students passed. So what is the actual total marks? 281. In the what is the marks of failed student? We found out it is 25. So 281 minus 25 is 256. How do we find out the average marks of those who passed? So write down average marks of those who passed. What's the formula? It is x bar is equal to summation x by n. Do we know x bar? No, we need to find out. Summation x is 256 and what will be n? It will be 40. Why 40 and why not 50? Total students were 50, but in that 10 have failed. And we need to find out the marks of only those who have passed. So how much is it? 6.4. So write down. Therefore, average marks obtained by those who have passed. How much is it? 6.4. So clear? So that's all for today. We shall be continuing the remaining problems in the next class. Thank you.